Hashtag Dad Talk, my refired life success stories. I love sharing success stories, probably because I've stumbled and fumbled and bumbled so many times in my life that that's how I roll. Between radio and books and throwing yourself under the bus about 1,000,000 times, you gotta know what you gotta know, okay? So I have a success story I'm gonna share with you. Met a young woman last summer, end of last summer of 2023, who is a sister of a very good friend of mine from Michigan State University, and I had not ever talked to this young woman. She's 25 years old, and she would, she wanted to talk to me about, some training stuff. So we got together and we talked about some things, and I helped her with a few items, and then we had a long, one of my detailed Zoom calls that I do with people that I take on as a potential person I'm going to help with some coaching and some advice, and because I needed to get to know the person. And this young woman, her name is Ina Gerstenberg. She's great. We had a long conversation. She had pretty much gone through the bottom of the bottom. I mean, she was living in the bottom of the bottom, and she had a lot of issues in her life that she needed to get some help with. A lot of it was brought on by herself. She made some poor decisions and choices that I talk about all the fucking time, about being accountable, about making better choices. Yep, she made quite a few bad choices, but she had a few things happen to her that were out of her control that really fucked everything up. And so we're talking somebody who is at the bottom of the bottom. Okay, make that clear? So as we had conversations and I agreed to help her with some stuff, I told her, I'm a real harsh mofo. I mean, I don't play. And so I'm going to get in your grill. I want honesty. You got to be truth with me. You got to give me the truth all the time, because if I find one time that you're not giving me the straight story, you're gone. I mean, I don't even fuck around with this. I've talked about this before on radio and all of the other shit that I do. It's just, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with people who are going to play games with the truth. All right. So let's keep that clear right here. So what we wound up doing is we had to figure out a little bit of a sense of purpose. And we did a recording when I did that long call with her, because typically my first calls are about, 2 hours sometimes. This one was. We went through a whole shitload of things that potentials. And that's the whole thing about the ladder of life and climbing the mountain, as I like to say. Anyways, to keep this short and sweet, when you live in a perpetual shitstorm, you got to figure out a way to get the fuck out. You either get out, or you're going to live in it for the rest of your life. I call it the negative energy tornado in the Maximize book. It's the same thing. You're living in a shitstorm. I asked Ina, when she made her big move and when she was doing all of these changes, thanks to her sister who helped her tremendously, an externality that she took in, but she had to get her shit straight or it was going to be, hit the road time. And her parents and the people that support you, you've got to prove yourself. You cannot continue to go to the well all the time. It's just not going to work. Your family will eventually get tired of it and cut you off, and your friends will cut you off, and you just got to trim the dead wood. So when I asked her about climbing the mountain, because she just went through a very intensive accelerated course to become a CNA, certified nurse assistant. It's the first step in her path to becoming a healthcare professional, which is fucking awesome, because it's a complete 90 from where she was before. Now she has a goal. She took this class. She scored a 96 in this class. She has got a new rejuvenated outlook on life. Doing a little bit of work in the gym, getting her going on that, thinking about the nutrition thing. All of the little pieces, everybody, all the little fucking pieces that I talk about all the time, she's starting to embrace those things. Is she going to be consistent with this? That's up to her. She's got to make her fucking move. In any event, Ina Gerstenberg, good fucking job. It's working out. Keep fucking going. You got to stay on your game. But what you've done so far is very, very commendable. And I give her parents and her sister a lot of credit for helping her get on the journey to getting better, because she figured it out way before I ever did. And everybody needs to think about these things when you're doing some soul searching and you want to change things in your life. Leave it there. Hashtag Dad Talk, my refired life. I'm Papa Tom. Thank you so much for watching. A little bit longer video, but good story. And I hope people get something out of this that can help them blossom like Ina Gerstenberg's doing. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all.